Hey guys, today on Gunslinger Firearms and Gear, we have a Century Arms RAS47 US made AK. Jeff's going to tell us a little bit about it here.
All right. As far as this particular one, just like Terry said, it is 100% American made by Century Arms. Stamped receiver, RAS47, Red Army Standard RAS47 AK-47. This one has all the Magpul furniture on it. It has the forearm, upper and lower, buttstock, which is a fixed, it's not a folder, the pistol grip, and of course the AKP mag. Threaded barrel with a slant brake on it. It has a provision here with the safety to lock the bolt back, so that's kind of a neat touch, because you know, a lot of things with an AK, you go to a range or whatever and you can't lock your bolt to the rear. And of course, in this configuration, I'm having a hell of a time getting it back there. But there we go. When you're behind a gun, of course, it's a little easier. Everything seems pretty smooth on here. It's got their new trigger system that they've actually come out. We're used to. They used the Tapco G2 trigger quite a bit, and it was fine, and I like that trigger system. And this one's okay too. Maybe not as smooth as a G2 trigger. You know, it's, you know, to me, I love the look of this gun. It's got a great finish. It's a nitride finish, Green Mountain barrel. I love the look of the gun. You know, it's the only chance that Americans really get at getting a brand new AK-47.
So what really sets this gun apart from, like, say, a Wasser 10?
Well, of course, Wassers look like they were beat out of a plowshare. I mean, they look like they were used before they were brought here and they're supposed to be new. But then again, they're usually brought here as parts guns when had an American-made barrel, trigger mechanism, and all the necessary parts to make them 922R compliant. That's, of course, the section of the ATF code that says that you can't have any more than 10 imported parts on a firearm. Whereas this, being 100% American-made, what's kind of cool about that is if you wanted to, you could put imported parts, like this Romanian side folder. You can put parts like that on these guns, and you could have a more authentic looking, imported looking AK without having to worry about any kind of laws because of things you can add to this gun. And you wouldn't have to worry about any ATF rules that tells you can't put a certain imported item on this firearm. And I like that. You know, it gives us a chance of doing something that originally, you know, if you wanted to do it, you know, you might put it on there real quick and take it back off and go, ooh, cool. But not legal. I wouldn't advise doing it, but people do. It's, you know, to me, I like the fact that this gun is made here. If things would have gone differently in the election and there was an import ban of arms and ammunition, which the president could do with an executive order and wouldn't have to worry about permission from the Congress, all of those imported firearms that we're used to seeing and so on would be gone. So this would give us the chance, if those were gone, you could still purchase an AK-47 in this country, being 100% American made. So seeing that those import bans haven't happened or anything, Century was at least thinking forward and putting stuff like this out, and, you know, looking to the future to see that, you know, people still wanted to buy an AK could buy a brand new one. And there's people on the internet out there that give these guns a hard time because they're AK purist and say that they've broken pieces of the sights, you know, front and rear, and it did this, it did that. But most American gun owners aren't going to do push-ups on their firearms. They're not going to drag it behind a tractor or an ATV, a truck. They're not going to run over it. They're not going to throw it up and down on top of concrete or whatever. Most people expect reliability of a firearm and expect a gun to be rugged enough for their everyday use. If we're all special operators and expect a certain amount of rugged reliability out of a firearm, I can expect that. But I don't think there's going to be, probably 95% of the people who's going to own this firearm are going to put the volume of fire through it, or treat it like some of these people are treating the firearm through some of these tests. Everything I've seen about this gun has been, as far as from most people, has been really good. People talk about the accuracy of it, and I just really think that I'm glad that there are more American manufacturers stepping up to make guns like the AK. DDI, and a few other companies out there that are making 100% American-made AKs. So we'll be packing this gun up, and we'll be taking a few shots with this out at the range, and I'm sure we'll have a heck of a lot of fun with it.
Some other features of the RAS47 before we get shooting. Of course, you've got the capability of putting a QD or quick detach sling mount right here or on the other side. You've got a storage compartment right here where you could put a AK cleaning kit inside here, or you can change these cheek pieces. And of course, with the MOE grip, you've got some storage in it also. It does have a scope mount on this side, so you can use standard com block AK scope mounts and so on. And one other thing that's neat is, of course, it can take a vast array of AK mags. Anything from a standard Chinese 5-rounder, which also highlights the fact that you've got this really nice magazine release, to Europeans, to Chinese flatbacks, to the MOE magazine that comes with it, to even Chinese 75-round drums. So I mean, it's just as versatile as its com block brothers. It's just made here in the United States. All right, I've got the PMag that came with the RAS47. I've got some Barnoul Russian ammunition, and of course steel cased, and we're gonna load it up and let her rip. All in all, the RAS47 from Century Arms is a really good quality firearm. I've got no qualms with it. We've had zero malfunctions. I really like the fit and the look of the gun overall. I've got no complaints. Terry likes it. I like it. All the haters out there can hate, but I think they've got a winner. And I'm going to empty this magazine. Thanks for watching.